Boom. We are live. Oh, yes, we are. Hello, 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 hello. We're back. Miss Liplock Nomo is in the house. Much love to you. Miss Lorraine is in the house. Miss Cat's Eye is in the house. Rhonda H is in the house. Keita is in the house. D Love is in the house. Ginger Snap. Okay. How you doing, love? Ginger Snap, Ginger Snap. Oh my goodness. People got a lot of love for you, Ginger. Oh yes. I certainly do. I certainly do. Adoptionscams.com. Miss Lynn, how are you? Destiny Grant is in blue and she is in the house too. Miss Jan is in the house and she's got my 8 ball with her too. Much love, much love. Miss Lorraine Muhammad is in the house. Peace, love, and blessings be upon you, my dear. Thank you for coming by. Engineer is in the house and you drive your own train. That's good because I drive mine too. Oh, Leslie B is in the house, holding it down in blue. Much love to you. And Anna D is in the house. Whoa, where all y'all coming from? So somebody got a party somewhere on YouTube, huh? Y'all took some time out and said, "Oh, wait, John is on? Oh, let's jump over and show him some love." And I see that every single time I'm able to go live with you. Thank you so much. Marley 13. Marley. How are you? Thank you. Here's my lady Brandy Bradford is in the house. Much love to you, Miss Brandy. Whoa. Standing tall. I just wanted to FAA Fuki 420 Mama. Oh, okay. Little little pizzazz on the name. I see. I like that. I do like that. True Crimes Insanity with KC is in the house. Good afternoon. Wow. Okay. Well, I wanted to jump in here and say hello, Happy New Year to every single one of you. It's been a crazy turnover, but well, for me anyway. I said, "Whoa!" Christmas time came around. It was a little before Christmas. I started getting a little sinus congestion. I didn't think it was too much, and by Christmas Eve, I was like, "Okay." My face was all heavy and whatnot, and I was congested. I was like bad. I was like, "Okay." It sounded like I was talking through my coffee cup with no whipped cream. I don't like that. I like to have my whipped cream with my coffee cup, but I sounded like I was talking through my coffee cup. I said, no, that's bad. Sure enough, by Christmas, I was like in it. And then the day after Christmas, and I'm just working on, my throat started, that scratchy throat and whatnot started happening. And I said, okay, I hope this doesn't get worse. So yeah, I was laid out for a little bit, but I went to work on it. You know me. I'm still trying to shake most of it, but I got my strength back though. A Stitch in Crime is in the house. Yeah, so throughout the Christmas New Year transition, if you will, between the two holidays, John Q was isolated. My daughters came by a couple of times and checked on me and brought me food and soup and tea. And I must be the color green because I was drinking a lot of green tea, honey, lemon. Oof. But they helped to take a lot of what I was going through off. So much love to my two beautiful daughters, Amanda and Dominique. And slowly but surely, just getting through it. Uh, I'm back. I said, okay. You know, I'm in my light 50s, so it does take a little time to, get the system cleared, you know. I ain't kicking it like I used to, like in 1925, you can kick that coal out in like a few days. Now, as you get older, it's like, all right, we're gonna hang out with you for about a week and a half. How's that? Try to mess up your holidays. So, oh, okay. Well, let me move over. I'll move over. All right, Kazi D is in the house. And we got a Russian in the house too. I heard about I heard about that Russian thing going on. Content creators content has been like shipped over to an internet channel that's got everybody's stuff on it. I'm like, okay, I'm not worried about it. I mean, if they enjoy the content, that's great, you know. But I just found that very interesting. A lot of folks, are on that list. I'm on the list. Miss Q's on the list. Scott H is on the list. Miss Libby's on the list, and a lot of us, I guess all of us are on the list. I guess they like our content. Maybe, I guess out of the lives that we live here in the United States, maybe they're taking an interest in we're the new drama uh, media channel that they decided to tap into because we are very funny people, aren't we? So these folks are studying us, so we got to pay attention. We better pay attention. Yeah, we gotta keep our eyes open. You never know, you know. But yeah, so I just thought I'd jump on here and say hello to everybody, check in with you. I hope you had a safe and healthy New Year, Christmas and New Year transition. We are now in 2022. We got a lot of work ahead of us. I'm just warming up. Went out to the store and got a couple of brand new notebooks for upcoming cases for this year. Everyone knows that I'm working on the Daniel Robinson case, which I've been currently working, being under the weather. I've been working behind the scenes with David Robinson, Daniel's father. We've had a number of phone calls and collaborating on certain aspects of the case, and things are moving right along. In fact, you'll find out sooner than you think. Gloria Stump is in the house. Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm glad too, Lorraine. The people, when they get colds and flus and everybody's nervous that it might be COVID and all this nonsense that's out there, and the last thing they want to do is take a test and end up positive. So they'd have something in addition to their nerves to deal with to try to manage that emotional management, if you will, to try to manage that while you are physically going through a situation. Go figure that one out. Miss V is in the house. Much love to you. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. But to keep me going and to keep me focused, I have been able to spend a little time going from various different chat rooms to say hello to people, let them know I may be behind the scenes taking care of myself, but I'm still out here supporting the folks that I enjoy so much supporting. I was on Prayer Garden's channel, I think not last night, but the night before that. And I was in the chat room and she was talking about the Summer Wells case, and she had came across some information that was startling regarding Jody Sue. And I said, oh my God, this case is starting to shake now with all of the new developments going on. So I joined her on the channel, and we were able to talk a bit about the new developments concerning Jody Sue and the role she plays, how she's involved in this case. And I think we had a very good conversation. In fact, it was a very interesting one, to say the least. So if you have some time, maybe you'll check out that live. It was just 48 hours ago, the last one, where she has actually talked to Candace on this live. So check that live out, because that's the live I joined her on. But I didn't join when Candace was on. I think it was Candace and Benny Keys. We're going over the information that Prayer Garden wanted Candace to hear in regards to some of the statements and comments that Jody Sue had made during the course of the case. And she wasn't pleased at all. So I think she did a good job conveying that message. And hopefully, Candace will consider coming out finally, maybe saying something finally, maybe looking into this case a little bit more from a different point of view finally. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, the case will turn around and we'll be able to get to find out what happened this summer, where she is, so we can bring her home. Everybody knows about the marathon. It's old news now. The money's in the bank, and anyone that's willing to talk about where Summer is, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And I thank those content creators that are still on the case, working this case. Miss Q just released a video on her channel. I suggest you go check it out, because it has a lot to do with Summer's face being put out there, and in a way that helps this case get resolved, because that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for this case to get resolved. How can someone say, don't use my child's face on anything? The only people who have permission to use our child's face is me and my husband. Okay, well, that ought to really speed things up in finding out where the hell she is, right? So I don't understand that logic, but they're starting to, I guess, make some shifts. Brother Boss Blake and Brother Crucial is in the house. Welcome, my brothers. Y'all just ganging up in here. My goodness, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so she just released that video, and I said, yeah, well done. Well done. Maybe the tables will turn on it. We'll see. We'll see. It's a good seed that has been planted, and people are starting to talk, starting to pay a little bit more attention at certain things a little bit better than before. I'm starting to pay a little bit more attention to certain people than I did before. It's not so much Candace and Donald in the case. There are other people involved in this case that we need to really put them through the gauntlet too. Put them through the same scrutiny we put Don and Candace, even though they're not out of the cat box, that's for sure. No parents should behave the way they did in reference to their daughter going missing. Maybe God has said something to them. Who knows? It's a new year. Maybe they're looking to change some things in their life that could change their life. Who knows? But we'll see. We will see. That is for sure. Yeah, so I hope everyone had a very good, safe and healthy and happy holiday, with family and keeping away from the bad stuff. So I said, okay, I think I'm feeling better. I was in communication with Boss Blake, and he said, I'm under the weather too, brother. I'm I'm going through mine too. I said, oh man, I said, hey, get better, man. They need us out there. Get better, man. So, but the weather is here. The season is here. We got to go through some crazy stuff to get out of some crazy stuff to get to better stuff. So, yeah, so I hope my brother Boss Blake gets well, feels better. I put your prayers and hearts to Mr. Boss Blake and anyone that may be going through feeling under the weather. We put our prayer hands together and make sure that we keep it strong. Miss True Crimes Commentary, Miss Penny is in the house. Hello, hello, love. Yeah, I was over in Scott H's uh, chat this afternoon. I think he does a fantastic job just laying it out there. As it needs to be laid out there. Him and I were on the phone for a couple of hours a few days back, early in the morning, because I couldn't sleep either. When you're feeling under the weather, you can't sleep. So 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I text him, and we actually get on the phone till about 6:30, and we had a good conversation. We talked about a lot of things pertaining to what we've been able to discuss. And it's good to see that he's out there in the front lines putting it out there, along with other content creators, even in the UK. Michelle After Dark is beaming over there and is on the beam with this case. Absolutely. So it's good to know that no, we're not taking our feet off anybody's neck, not until it rings true. And for those content creators that are behind the scenes still working, it's fabulous to know who these people are, because they're the ones you can see proving what the truth is all about. Those are the ones you want to stick with. The other drama stuff that's out there, that's what I found out too. The people would rather pay for YouTube drama content than TV movie drama content. You believe that? I am serious. People are paying for drama content. Yeah, I mean, the evidence is in the chat rooms. All you got to do is just watch the colors. Watch the colors of the chat room. I mean, the colors in my chat room are hearts and prayer hands and things of that nature. But the other colors in the other chat rooms are not so much like hearts and stuff. These are big beam bars that slide horizontally across the whole damn chat. And there's nothing wrong with a content creator accepting gratitudes for the work that they do. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking about drama versus true crime work. That's a different story. But obviously, the truth is in plain sight. You can see people are paying for drama. And this is in no way, shape, or form bashing a content creator. Ziggy's channel is one of the most, I would say, controversial, but all around kind of channels that's got a salad bowl mix of it. But is I mean, Ziggy is Ziggy. She does a good job, with her channel. I think Miss Q and I had came across Miss Ziggy before she was um, before she her channel got that big, and she was starting out. I think she was talking about I think a CPS report pertaining to the Summer Wells case, but it actually wasn't a true report, like somebody snuck it over to her or something like that. But it was just information that she was sharing, and she got bashed so hard, and I mean left and right, and who the hell is she, and all this other stuff came out. I was like, oh wow. So we were able to talk with her a little bit on, I think, either Q's channel, I think it was my channel. We had a good little conversation and say, hey, you got to expect it. If you're going to be a content creator, you got to expect the bashing and the bullshit and people just not liking you sometimes. And sure enough, she got through it. Now she's able to have the thick skin that she needs to deal with it, as we all are as content creators, and keep your work in front of you. Pay careful attention to what you're putting out there and making sure that you stay on your game. And for those content creators that just do nothing but you got to have bashers out there. So that's their job. Content creators producing content, that's our job, and we as content creators can say, hey, like it or not, you like it, great. Give me a like, support the channel. If you don't like it, hit the road. I think Miss Lip like no more said something funny on her channel. Oh, it was funny. Something about the don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I said, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the way to tell them. Corey H is in the house. All right. Carol Johnson's in the house. Rhonda Kilgore is in the house. Thank you, boss. Yeah, the Russians want to even jump in on our chats and see, check out what we're doing. Isn't that something? Oh, that's Russian writing. Yeah, definitely. Miss Tracy's in the house. Cassie D is in the house. Yeah, so you learn, you live and learn. In order for you to have what you have on your channel, you're going to go through some things. There's sometimes you're going to suck, because it depends on what mood you're in. And then there's sometimes you don't want to come on at all. Then there's sometimes you got some stuff that you really want to lay out there, and bingo, you hit it right out the park. You know, so it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. So I'm a subscriber just like everyone in the chat. So as a content creator, we've just switched hats. Penny's a great content creator, and I'm sure that she's gone through her challenges. Scott and Miss Libby and Lip Lock No More, and I mean a host of us. We learn as we go. I ain't going nowhere. I told you that a long time ago. I told you that when I was working on the Kanika Jenkins case. I said, I'm not going anywhere. Said that when I worked on the West case. I'm not going anywhere. Said the same thing working the Cash Garden case. I'm not going anywhere. What for? If I can help in any way, shape, or form to bring awareness to a lot of these crazy cases that come across our eyes and our ears on YouTube. There she is, Miss Q. Much love to you, love. She sent me a video message. She helped me. She produced the video as well. It's on her channel. An ASMR video I highly recommend. You can't sleep. You got to listen to Miss Q's ASMR video. She just released it a couple of days back. And I tapped that sucker in and put the loop on it. Because it's not that long, but you put the loop on there and make sure you hit the loop so it plays again and again and again. Sure enough, that the video put me to sleep. I got some rest. I woke up and it was still playing. I said, who's this woman whispering in my ear? Breathe. Relax. I'm like, okay. I'm looking under the covers and looking under the bed. Where's this woman at? Keeps whispering. Oh, wait a minute. I left my tablet on. Oh, it was great though. I slept a little bit better and my energy, it's like a turnaround. I'm still looking for that woman. I said, wait a minute. That's Miss Q whispering in my ear. She brought me some hot tea and 2 hearts and a text message. Hey, how you feeling, love? You doing okay? I told her my little short text version. I'm just shaking it, dealing with it. But I'll get through it. I'll get past it. And sure enough, I think it was last night I started feeling a little bit better. No. It was the 2 nights ago I started feeling a change. I said, okay, my body don't ache. Okay, good. Don't have to take anything for that. My face is back to normal, because when I get congested, sinus congestion, you start to puff your face up and can't breathe. You start sounding like Donald almost, in a way. But yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. So I said, okay, I think I got my whipped cream voice back. I just didn't have any whipped cream, so like I said, it sounded like I was talking out of a coffee cup. Just an empty one with no coffee and no whipped cream, because I've been drinking green tea and honey and lemon and all that stuff for almost a week, about 7 days. Gee. So I fell for some the last couple of days, and sure enough, when my nose touched that whipped cream, after being away for so long, called 7 days, oh man, it was heaven. It was heaven. It was wonderful, but yes. So I'm feeling much better. I'm glad we are back. Hey, we got something for you. And I just felt that it put me in such a good mood. I'll just let y'all hang on to this for a minute and just give me a second. But it put me in such a good mood. I just felt like saying, hey, let's go to work. And something hit me, and here it is.
All the way from New York City. He really doesn't need an introduction. He's worked on several cases, like the Horn and Orson West case, the Summer Wells case, the Ma'Khia Bryant case. He's also known for the hard work and dedication he put in to the Kenneka Jenkins case. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Mr. John Q. Let's go now. Let's go now. John Q. Yeah, it's time to go to work. John Q. What the name is? What the name? Say it loud with me. John Q. You ain't know? Let's go now. Talking the realest in the business. Ain't no real competition is living. Who got a vision that's vivid? Ain't no goddamn gimmicks. No goddamn limits. John go hard till he finish. John Q. Tell him what it do. I can say a whole lot about the dude. Who? John Q. Working case after case. Let's get it. God damn it, he meant it. Who we talking about? John Q. Evidence to the proof. John only putting out the truth. He making it do. He taking you through. Never breaking the rule. An understatement when you say that he cool. Yeah, we talking about John Q. Anybody got a problem, come and holler. I will bet my bottom dollar and I put it on John Q. Shit, he better than the news. Q the truth. Shit, we talking about John Q. Put your 8 balls up. Put your 8 balls up. Let's go. Get a drum or something. Let's get it. give it, we can give it. John Q, just how we ride. Rockin' with the best. John Q, just how we ride. John Q. Now back to the business. Either suspect or a witness. No bad intention. I don't think I even meant John do it from the heart. He don't do it for attention. But the trolls still bitch. They should mind they business. They chillin' in the bush. Watching John get busy. But we got a couple ranch like tricks. She get them out quickly. So everybody make sure they attend. We rockin' with a winner. Just how we ride. So you can keep all the division. Maybe you should try to uplift. Maybe John, he was born with the vision. Make the picture with precision. Maybe if you listen, you just might get it. Cause it's a fact, John give whole YouTube shit. But it's still something acting real icky. John, he's a man on a mission. It's a fact that he did. Yeah, catch it if it's something real fishy. He's solid to the bone, he never switch. Alright, let's get it. Just how we ride. Let's go. Let's get it. Just how we ride. Who you came to see? John Q.
Because that's how we ride. Oh, yeah. So, yes, I'm feeling much better. And I wanted to come in here and say Happy New Year to everyone. We got a lot of work ahead of us. And I just wanted to let you know I didn't go nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I've been working behind the scenes. And I got much love for my brother Boss Blake, who put that together sensationally. And every time I listen to it, it kicks my spirit right in gear. Boom, right where I need to be. So we're going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring it to you. And we're just going to go to work and get down like that. Because that's how we do it, do it. This is how we do it, do it. You know me, I get my rhythm going, forget about it. You can't stop it. You got Miss Q over there sitting behind her screen going, I want a piece of pie. Pie too sweet. I want a piece of meat. Say the meat too tough. I want to ride a bus. Say the bus too full. I got that bull. Say the bull too black. I want my money back. Say the money too green. I want a can of beans. Say the beans too hot. I want to throw say the fat too smelly. I want a jar of jelly. Say the jelly too jammy. I want my man. And she just keeps rocking over there. So thank you, Miss Q, for raising my spirits during my downtime. Oh, yeah. You know how we do it here. You know how we do it here. Just wanted to. John's crazy. Yeah, I got that in me, too. We all got a little bit of it. Thank goodness. You know, helps keep our sanity sometimes. Helps keep our sanity sometimes. One thing I can say for sure, 2021 is over. We have done some extraordinary work on this channel. I have come across some extraordinary folks on their channel, and I'm just glad to know that it culminated, got to an end point to begin a transitional phase. And that transitional phase will now begin to stem forward in 2022. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I feel better too. You don't want to be around me when I don't feel good, you know, like a little kid, you know. We all, you know how we get, you know, all of us get that way, you know. But as I said before, you know, I've been blessed with two beautiful daughters that, you know, helped me to stay on top of my game, got me through it with love, some real good food, and just helped me to keep my mind occupied, focused. And I love them dearly. And my grandchildren, I couldn't see my grandchildren, no. They can't. They just before I got sick, you know, they gave that we were like inseparable. And then when they found out I got sick, oh, they wanted to come even more to come see me. And I nope, nope, not right now, not until I check it out. You know, make sure that it ain't what it, you know, been going around. But it was a bad head cold, sinus congestion, and all that stuff. You know, so if you've ever experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. So you got to do the fluids run. You gotta hot this and hot that, and you got to deal with some very irritable sleep if you can do it. But yeah, it's an experience. Forget about it. Yes, thank you, Miss Lynn. Thank you. It's good to know that I'm blessed with you all, all of you. I said, I got to get back to work. I got to get back to work. People think I fell off the planet. What's going on with John Q? He ain't go live. What happened to Table Talk? What happened to Q Squared? What happened to Q the Truth? Oh man, I hope he's okay. Oh. And then the naysayers, you know, the negative people out there. Maybe you went to jail. I had one woman 2 nights ago on Prayer Gardens in Prayer Gardens chat when I joined her on the panel. Actually, say in the chat, you know, that John Q should be in jail. Literally, and she called me out, and guess what? I turned around and called her out. Her name is Miss Marshall. I called her out. I said, look at that. How could a person like Miss Marshall sitting in the chat talk about John Q should be in jail when all John Q did was get together with some content creators who thought it was a good idea to do something positive for the Summer Wells case, raise $32,000, over $32,000, and every penny of it is in the bank. Why would you want John Q in jail for doing that? To help Summer Wells, to help find Summer Wells. Her comments disappeared because I said it just the way I said it to you just seconds ago. Oh, she tried to gaslight me. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. And another person, obviously, you'll find out about it when you go to Prayer Gardens channel and watch the video that she did with Candace. You find out that someone else came up on the panel. Tiffany came up on the panel, and everything. Oh my goodness! For a couple of minutes, everything appeared to be fine, but Tiffany had something else in mind and wanted to challenge Prayer Garden to something in regards to the content she was putting out regarding Jody Sue. And oh no, Prayer Garden wasn't having it. you gotta see it because it happened fast. And I'm like, oh shit. She booted her right the hell off the panel. And with words, just so eloquently said, it was just a moment. I said, wow, here I am feeling better, and that just made me feel even better, because you don't do that. Any content creator knows that if you join another content creator's channel, you don't disrespect their house. You know, you have a question, you be an adult about it. But she came up wrong on that, you know. And well, obviously she was taken care of very quick. She wasn't happy when she left. I said, wow. I said, you know, it's amazing. It's amazing. There's one person we all know, you know, who gets into so much trouble with other content creators only because that's her intent to do it anyway. It's intent. You don't go and challenge people for their own opinions. You don't want them to challenge you for your opinions. You respect each other's opinions. You can get along a little bit better. But, you know, hard head make a soft tail. I don't know how long that. Well, let me stop because I'm not going to go there. Get me rolling in that department. It's like, okay, John, I know you're feeling better, but is this the direction you really want to go into? I mean, it was good. It was refreshing to see that. Yes, you don't disrespect each other. We're trying to do something positive. We're working towards doing something positive for these missing kids and for the families that need our help. And we're letting them know. We're letting all these families know. They come across us as content creators and they really want and desire our help. We'll give it to them. And we've proved that. And we'll continue to prove that because that's the best work to do on YouTube, as far as I know. It's the best work that God can bless us on YouTube to do when we can make a positive impact and perhaps change the course of something that's going in a negative direction to go in a positive direction. That's what we do. And I'm just so glad I can put names on both my hands, go get a bag and fill the bag up with the names of the folks that I enjoy working with. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Prayer Garden said, John, I am so sorry I had to do that and this, that, and the other thing, and I hope you're okay. The only the only two words I had was, I'm good. I'm good. That's all I said. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. This is your channel. I respect what the rules of your house. I'm good. No kidding. And we continued the conversation, and everything went well afterwards. And I hope she'll join me on my channel. Come to see John Q. I'll pull her up on panel. We could shoot the breeze. Like minds think alike. Because she was a lovely host. We had a very good conversation. We had a nice booming chat. It was well over, I think it was about 500-600 people in the chat at that time. So, but she's out there working hard. God bless her. She's putting it together. She's putting it together. But yeah, um, that was a very good very good way to start the year, to say the least. Oh Lord. Anyway, let me see what's going on with people's in the chat. Oh, you died twice when I said that, Ginger Snap. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. No need to worry about me being all agitated or flustered by what the hell. I'm good. Oh Lord. But yeah, but later on tonight I have another live to do. It will be on my channel, and I will be getting back with as a follow-up. I had to reschedule my time because of me being under the weather. It'll be a follow-up update interview, one-on-one, with Mr. David Robinson, Daniel Robinson's son, excuse me, Daniel Robinson's father, who's gonna come back and give us an update. He is already in flight to Buckeye, Arizona, as I speak right now, and he'll be landing shortly. Let's see, it's 6:20 now. Yeah, should be landing shortly. He did spend time with the family over the Christmas holidays, so he was able to fly back to South Carolina and spend the holiday with the family and get himself geared up. We had a couple of conversations, email exchanges, and so I said, we got to do this before you get to go back out there on the 8th, which is this Saturday. There's a search party that's going to be coming together to go out back out there in the desert, which will all culminate to a huge search event for January 15th, one day after Daniel's birthday, which is on the 14th. So he'll be joining me tonight a little bit later on. I said, get settled, don't rush. I'll do it on your time, whatever time you pull into, Phoenix and get yourself situated, and you got yourself all together. Yeah, we can go live. We can do an hour and you can give us an update and we can go over a couple of new things that you're working with, and just to keep the folks updated with the case. And he said, oh, all right. So we'll be back on tonight. I said, well, I got to let everybody know I'm okay. So I wanted to come and join you early. Say hello. Yes, fine, Daniel Robinson. That's right. Justice for Daniel. Absolutely. It's critical because we can help to make a difference as content creators. Think of it. Think of it. Is David Robinson out there for 6 months looking for his son out in Buckeye, Arizona, and he's looking for help. And in some beautiful way, Miss Q found out about that story and had expressed to me exactly what we could do to try to help. And with the information she had, she shared with me, and I said, as soon as we're done with the marathon, I don't want to try to juggle two things at the same time, three things actually, at the same time. Let me get finished with this, and I'll take a look at your casework, case file on the Robinson case. And I did, and I said, okay, let's go to work. And now look where we are. We are now a part of that case, in a direct way. And it is making inroads. It is assisting in making inroads, letters, emails, phone calls, things of that nature. So things are progressing. That's what we can do as content creators. See, that's the work I enjoy doing. That's the work Miss Q enjoyed doing. That's the heartbeat of this particular area that we've selected to work in. That's the stuff that can help and work. Not the drama, not the bickering, not the bitching and the screaming and the carrying on and who's better than who and who's first and who's second and who's on third and who's playing shortstop and all this other stuff. No, that doesn't count. How the hell does that help? Who cares? I sure as hell don't. That nonsense. You don't see me in those areas. John stays right behind his desk with his case file in front of him, and he focuses on how do you make a better outcome? What else do we need here? Let me call so and so. Let me get this. Let me get that. There's some photographs I want to take a look at. And Mr. Robinson was able to, send me some stuff. I've got some new photos, new correspondence, new information that I'll be sharing later on tonight when he's here. And it's incredible. It's really incredible to find out, true police work, what we think about law enforcement in various different states on how they operate. We saw how they operated in the Ahmaud Arbery case down in Georgia. We see how they operated in California City, California, in the West case. We see what they also did in the Kanika Jenkins case in Rosemont, Illinois. Also for Michael Vaughn's case, Amari Nicholson's case, Kendrick Johnson's case. And we're calling them to the carpet. Social media is calling these various different police departments that get involved in these cases to the carpet. They know we're watching them, and we can contact them and blow them out of the water to get results because we're tired of the lazy work. And I'm not saying all of them are bad. They're not. It's just sometimes where these cases end up, and you just see, just lackadaisical, police work. And I think that some of the photographs I'm going to share with you in tonight's special exclusive live, sharing that information with David, because I'm able to get consent from him to share that information that is okay for me to make public. I think they could have done a much better job when recording a crime scene. A much better job. Same thing in the Kanika Jenkins case. They could have done a much better job recording a crime scene. A much better job for the West case, recording a crime scene. Even in the Summer Wells case, recording a crime scene. How they initiate, what they have to do, how they prepare it. Lots of preparation needs to be employed right away. How to respond to a crime scene right away. So we can help them to get better. And we can vote out some of the knuckleheads that don't want to do the job too when it comes the end of their term. Election cycles do exist, and new people do step up, and they can roll up their sleeves and say that they can get the job done. Okay, good. We can take out the garbage and put in a new garbage disposal. Put in a new machine that'll work. Because when it comes to our children, the priority one, nothing less. Nothing less. So yeah, we can make an impact even in law enforcement on social media if it's directed properly. If it's directed properly, we can do it. Did I see yes, I did. Brother Randy, Renegade Patriot, is in the house. Tanya M is in the house. So that's why my channel exists. Because that's the work I enjoy. No doubt. No doubt. That's right. We ain't playing. We don't play. I was listening to Miss Liplock No More on her channel. Got to check her channel out. She's more of a morning person, and she spends good quality time with her audience and carrying good messages. But one of the great things I love about her channel is that if she's got something to say to perk you up and to get you on your toes, she ain't gonna give you no elbow. Oh no, far from it. Because she holds her camera real close to her face. So it's almost like she's in the same room with you. And she looks you dead in the eye to tell you exactly what her message is. If it needs to be stern, she can deliver. If it needs to be out of love, she can deliver that too. But she blows me away every time she has a live like that or a video message like that's impactful, that's meaningful, and that can definitely make a difference, in getting the message out there. So she definitely has the credentials and the ability to do that. So much love to you, Miss Lip Lock No Mo. I know I jumped in your chat maybe one or two times during the course of uh, my downtime, just to share the love, just to let you know I was there. That's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah, she's got spunk. She got more than spunk, Angela. She's got more than spunk. She's got some spices too. Open up that cabinet and she can say, okay, I got from A to Z. Which spice do you want today? Do you want it sweet or do you want it bitter? Oh yeah. She's over there smiling right now because I'm talking to her. Oh, John Q has got my name. And yeah, I do that. I do that. Brother Randy Renegade, I was in his chat. He started up his channel. I'm glad he did it before the turn of the year because that was his goal, to get his channel up and running by 2022. I said, well, what are you waiting for, man? Just light it up now. Fire that up right now. You'll learn all about it when you get behind the scenes and everything. And sure enough, I jumped in his chat. There were, I think, 3 of us in there. Marley 13, I think, was there. I was there. And I forget the third one. Anyway, he was asking me some questions about, the StreamYard. And he dropped the link, pulled me up, and we were just going over the StreamYard console, helping him to get his channel up and running and how to share, screen share, pull videos up, and all this other stuff. Now you can't stop him. And it's just spending time with the people that you enjoy spending time with. He was playing a jazzy intro. I think it was solid. It was solid. I said, okay, there you go. Now you're kicking it. Now you're kicking it. And now he's off and running. And I'm just glad. So, props to Renegade Patriot. Brother Randy has got his channel. If you're not subscribed, if some moderator in the room can find his channel now under his name, please drop his link and drop Lip Lock No More's link and Prayer Garden's link in the chat. I appreciate that because it helps the army to grow, the justice army that we have assembled to grow. We have marched for summer. We continue to march for summer. Now we're marching for Daniel. And we're marching for a lot of these children now because we can. Now we can, because we can only get better from the previous marches that we've done. And it makes sense. Absolutely does. What better way to march than to march for justice for someone? And we're able to help. Who would turn down a person that's there and can help? Either a person that don't want help or an idiot. Those are the only 2 people I can think of. So yeah. The simplest thing that you can do, and it doesn't cost you anything. The simplest thing that one can do when someone obliges themselves to another in reference to helping and assisting and securing is just to say thank you. Thank you. We're not looking for, pie in the sky and all that other stuff. Hey, thank you. I couldn't have done this without you. That meant a lot. Thank you for being thoughtful, caring. It's God's nature. When you can find and come across people that has God's nature, you know it right away. Because they're the ones you want to be around and with anyway. That's what makes life so enjoyable. Far better than the other stuff that's happening. There are good people out there. Yes, there are. And it's according to your nature, so shall you be. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It's right there. What you do speaks so loud, what you say, I can't understand sometimes. It's all right there. But people take the simplicity of what I just said, flip it backwards, twist it into something else, and can't figure it out. Or maybe they just don't want to figure it out. They don't feel they have the capacity to figure it out. They'd rather stay the way they are. And the way they are, which way they are, they're secure in their comfort zone. And one thing for sure about it, the truth is standing right there. Truth is standing right there. I think I was talking to Scott H on the phone, and I think our last conversation, I said, Scott, could the devil be in our face all this time? And he kind of like, agreed with me. He said, yeah, John. Sometimes the devil could be right in our face. And we sure as hell know what that is. It's just that, okay, well, why can't other people see it? I said, John, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to see it. Maybe they don't want to believe it. I said, well, I'm sure as hell glad that we can discern that. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, that's solid. When I met Miss V on her channel, I said, here, this woman is on fire. She's got case after case after case after case after case after case. Kept wanted it back to almost identical to Miss Q. I said, wow. And she's every day. She hasn't taken a break. Every single day she's doing follow-ups, getting updates, going over new cases. And I'm going, wow. I said, she's got a channel, and she's got a store, and she's got something to support her channel. A lot of the merch that she has on her channel is obviously handmade, custom made stuff, and I said, wow, she's doing a fabulous job on her channel. And she's bringing awareness and exposure to some of the craziest cases I've ever seen. I met her. I said, okay. I said, her and I are going to click. Queen Talks Crime, the same thing. Her and I are going to click. Miss Q on her channel. I said, her and I are going to click. Because you can not only hear it in what they're presenting on their channels, but the content in which they produce on their channels. Miss Liplock No More, her and I are going to click. Oh, yeah. And guess what? We did. We did. TN Southern Hail is in the house. That's what it's about. Crystal Sims is in the house. Crystal Sims. Crystal, by the way, do you have a channel? I think you do. And I think I visited your channel during my downtime 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. And you put out some great content as well. We got the Country Christian in the house as well. Hello. Much love to you. Yeah, is in the house. Angela James is in the house. So yeah, when you know that you come across content creators that are doing the job that you're doing or you're following to do, then you know something. It's called the truth. And when you can make something happen positive from it, like we did last year for summer, oh, that's magnificent. So yes, one thing I can say, out of last year, a good group of us was baptized by fire because of what we did. I don't regret one single second of it because we're ready to do it again. And we're going to do it again. And we're going to do it again. And one more again. And one more again. Let the naysayers stay right where they are. They can't help us anyway, and we can't help them either. That's just the way I see it. They don't have anything for us, and we don't have anything for them. Plain and simple. So they stay in their yard, we stay in ours. Everything is fine. But for those content creators that come up there and want to do what happened on Prayer Garden's channel, that's what we're going to do too. We're going to flush that toilet real quick. See, when you use toilet paper, you use it once and you get rid of it. You don't sit it down and let it linger. And no, you get rid of that shit quick. You don't want to have nothing to do with it after that first wipe, because the first wipe is going to count. If you got to get some more, you get some more. But after that wipe, you're just going to get rid of it too. Take care of that business the way you need to take care of it. Once it's done, you step out. Okay? That toilet is flushed and you step away. So the next time you decide to use it or need it again. You don't waste time. I think I'm going to play with it for at least an hour before I get rid of it. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Obsidian is in the house. Obsidian's got a channel too. You see, that's what comes out of positive people coming together. Growth happens. People are getting their channels in order. Renegade, Patriot, Randy's got his channel. Obsidian's got her channel. I think I bumped into it 1 or 2 times that she was on. When I was in my drowsy state, they were engaging in some deep conversation, and I was like, oh, okay. Sometimes I dip off, dip out, dip in, dip off, dip out, dip in, dip off. Okay. But yeah, that's great. That's great. Good to see you, Obsidian. Much love to you. She up there on her channel, shining her dimples. Oh, your birthday. I'm sorry. Oh, happy birthday, Obsidian. I missed your birthday. Damn it. Oh, well, we gotta we gotta hook you up. Beverlyn Bagby is in the house. Yes, thank you. I am feeling much better. Thank you, love. I am feeling much better. Good to see you. Yes, happy belated birthday, Obsidian. Yes, what are you now? 25? You 25? Well, that's good. I hope your birthday was special. Just the way you wanted it to come out. Obsidian can break it down and break you off a piece. That's for sure. She got some spice, spunk, and she's got the wherewithal. The wherewithal. It's a beautiful thing when you can come across women who lets their true being shine through. Their intelligence, their beauty, their sharpness, cadence, attitude, and they can break you off a piece from time to time too. you know, well-rounded and mean business when business is at hand and can get to it and do it and get through it. I like that. Oh yeah. So I wanted to just let everybody know John's okay. Give everybody a group hug. Big group hug. It's not for everybody. We want it for everybody, but it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Only for those who accept it. Only for those who feel that they can accept it. Because those are the same people who can give it. If that makes sense, yeah. Type of 1 in the room. That makes sense. Type of 1, real quick. If that makes sense. Only ones who can accept it, the ones who can give it to. And those that give it will always be the ones to accept it as well. Because those are the ones that make the universe work. Those are the ones that move things to make happen. Those are also the ones that make life more enjoyable in the trueness of its spirit. I haven't seen that, Crystal. So what do you guys think of the new older pick of summer? I haven't seen it. Miss Justice says, sorry, was that a question? But you got 4 1s right behind your name, so you already typed a 1. Miss Justice. So you're good. You're good. Obsidian said, I'll finish it later. I was drunk and decided to spare us all. Yeah, we're the ones who make the universe move. So, like I said, I'm in good company. I'm in good company. Let me see if I wanted to do anything here because I'm all lined up for tonight's live with Daniel's father, David Robinson. I have my little tabs and just a few things to share. And let's see. No, 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 no. No, let's see. I'm just checking on a couple of things. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll be getting things up and running and ready for the live tonight. I'm looking to do a special live on the 14th, Daniel's birthday. I'll be doing that with Miss Q as soon as I get a chance to talk with her by phone. Also, maybe a collaboration with Brother Boss Blake as well. Miss V, Queen Talks Crime, Obsidian. A good host of us. Because the 14th is on a Friday. The 15th falls on a Saturday. That's going to be next week. But once I speak to Q in regards to that particular live, then we'll put the message out there. We'll get it out to you. Most likely come through one of our Q Squared lives. I'll be looking forward to getting back to Q Squared. I miss Miss Q. Oh yeah, where we can kick it together. Oh, there you go. Okay. Is that your channel, Obsidian? There you go. Yeah, drop your channels. And I hope Renegade dropped his channel in there too. Renegade Patriot. Randy, drop your channel in there. Definitely. As I like to say, queue up. Best is yet to come. Oh, yeah. The best is yet to come. Yeah, so when we get that collaboration for Daniel in place, then we'll do it. We'll get it done. Because it's important. It's part of what we do. We don't just talk about these things and move on to the next and move on to the next and move on to the next and move on to the next. You know, we try to work on these cases to see if we can make a positive outcome happen for it. So, but I was able to take a look. Maybe I can share this. Maybe I can share this with you. Let me see. See if I can get it to do what I need it to do. I think I can do this one. Because there were certain aspects, and I'll just share this real quick. Boom. Okay. This was Daniel's Jeep Renegade, 2017 Jeep Renegade. It was found on July 19th. Daniel went missing June 23rd. Went to work, stayed for 15 minutes, disappeared into the desert. No one has seen him since. on July 19th, when this Jeep was found, it was found just the way you see it here, in a ravine. This is a deep tucked ravine. The highest part of the ravine is way above the Jeep. Here to the right and here to the left in this particular area. As we can zoom in, we can see now how deep the vehicle is in the ravine. This is a back shot. This is one of the pictures that Mr. David Robinson had sent me for my review, case review and comparisons to other photos. Now we have a different angle of the Jeep in the ravine and how high the ravine actually is. Here is one of Daniel's shoes, his foot gear. Directly in front of the Jeep. Over to the side, Daniel's clothes. I have a better picture, but I'll share that with you later on in tonight's live. Every single piece of clothing that Daniel had on that day was left 3 feet from the Jeep. Footgear, socks, pants, shirt, vest. In fact, his other shoe is right here. Underneath the sunroof panel that belongs here. That panel is here. And his shoe is here. So in analyzing the photographs, and I've got a number of them too, I was able to make a few distinct determinations as to the placement of the vehicle in this ravine, because this was placed. This was put here. We also inquired about additional tire tracks in and out of this ravine area. And we're talking about the high ridge areas. And you can see this ravine is deep. So this car is hidden in this ravine. So if you're here up top looking around at the open area, you wouldn't be able to see this car until you got to the ridge area here to look down at it. So if you were standing deep, let's say over here to the right-hand side, and was looking around at all of the terrain area that this encompasses here, you wouldn't be able to see that Jeep at all. So the visibility aspect plays a very important part in where this Jeep was found. I'll be able to show that to you on my map, my Google Earth map that I was able to update. And I know Randy was working on some of the photographs that he was able to capture. I'll be able to really get into great detail with you later on tonight, just to give you just a little bit of a taste as to some of the things we're going to be discussing. Items in the area and how this Jeep was able to get into this ravine. That item there that you see that I've zoomed in on is an item during the investigation of where this Jeep was in the surrounding area that was brought there by one of the evidence technicians that was working this particular crime scene. But the Buckeye Police Department obviously treated this crime scene not as a crime scene, but just as a regular, ordinary scene, so to speak. I'll be able to talk to you about this tree over here and some of the other photos that has this tree, as you can see to the right of it, because the technician is right behind the tree in another photo that I'll be able to share with you. But it's just to give you an idea of how deep these ridges are into various different ravine areas. And this is the deepest one. We'll be able to talk a little bit about some of the damage that was done to Daniel's vehicle on the windshield. We'll be able to talk to you about both the left and the right side of the vehicle, as well as the undercarriage. Items that were found in and around the area. What the technician was able to process during the time they were out there, and so forth. But this is just to let you see the dynamics of taking a look at a picture like this. And oh, Molly 13, thank you, love. Had my phone next to me. I was like, oh, why is my light blinking over here? And I just took a look at it. Molly 13, much love to you. Much love to you for the Cash App. Marley, you're always looking out after me. My goodness. Thank you. And so if I can maybe sneak peek you one more, because I got them all up here. We'll be able to take a look and hone in on the items that were left at the scene during the time I believe Daniel was taken from this location. Because here we're able to see exactly what Daniel had on. I was able to magnify a number of these photos so that I could zoom in without losing resolution. This is a top garment. And you can actually see its original color. As vividly as you can see it, laid there on the ground. Outer jacket. So as Daniel's jeans were turned inside out completely. So you are looking at the reverse aspect of Daniel's jeans as you can see them here. This is the inner part of the garment, the stitchings on the inside. So his jeans were flipped inside out completely. Also, there was another item that was of peculiar interest. All the way out. You can actually see the button to the jeans on the reverse side. You can actually see the stub that holds the button on the reverse side. His belt. Also, his wallet was found and his jeans. Let me see. This would be the front portion of it. I think it's in another photo. But this is what I was doing in my downtime, actually studying these photos. The vest garment that he wore I was looking for other items, compass, ID with the slip string ID pouch that a lot of these geologists wear when they're out in the field, and they do come across people from time to time. So they're easy to be ID'd because it's hanging right there from their neck, such as some of the folks that have over the past year or so who go around door knocking regarding COVID would wear. Have to have your ID on you at all times. Compass, backpack, water bottles, you name it. All left here at the crime scene. So to be stripped of your clothes in practically 90-degree heat, and the heat index is even higher in open desert terrain like this. So the temperature could escalate from 90 near close to 100. And we're talking about Arizona temperature in June. Karen Silkwood. I remember something about that case. And obviously his boot that you can now see vividly without losing distortion or resolution. Without losing resolution, I meant. Both boots, the boot strings were untied. In fact, in the report, it stated that Daniel, when he showed up at the job site, one of the co-workers who met him, a co-worker from another company who met him, stated that he noticed that Daniel's boots were untied, like he was wearing them in the same way you're seeing the boot. There are some major inconsistencies in the police report. There are items missing in the police report. And it only reminded me of the Kenneka Jenkins case. It began to remind me more and more of what we were able to find out regarding the autopsy, the 7-page autopsy for Kenneka. 5 pathological findings within the body of the autopsy. It stated that the manner and cause of death was hypothermia, but they had the order in which the pathological findings, my opinion though, they had the order wrong. One of Daniel's socks also flipped completely in reverse. So whoever was out there with Daniel during the time he was taken from this location, or the time that he left this location, everything was turned inside out. Now that was the most unusual aspect of this particular photo and crime scene I was able to pick out. Like someone wanted to be thoroughly sure that Daniel didn't possibly have a weapon on him. and wanted to make thoroughly sure that every piece of garment that he had worn that day was taken completely off it. So hence you have the beginnings of foul play. Who met Daniel out here? I'll be able to identify certain location areas that uh, I am very suspicious of. I'll be able to share that with you once I'm with David tonight and share that with him as well. I'm just giving you just a little preliminary as to what I've been able to go over so far in this case. And it is very riveting to see what you see, because when you take a look at a crime scene, as I've always said, it's a three-dimensional crime scene. It's the ground, it's the terrain, the sides, the walls, the windows, and above. All contributing factors as to the creation of what you've seen here. And this slip, this ravine slip, is definitely as deep as about 20 to 25 feet, give or take, to the dimensions of the car. On one side of the ridge, on the other side, about 20 feet, 20 to 25 feet, give or take. So this was wedged in here perfectly. The only place that you could possibly see this vehicle being the way it is on the ground, and you are in the vicinity to where you can see it like we're watching it, or in the air if you were flying over it. Whether it be a plane, helicopter, or drone. And this is once again about 2.5 miles south of where Daniel's work site was, north, that his car was found on July 19th. The car was processed shortly thereafter for prints, DNA. There was a crash report that was produced from the crash recording box that's attached to it. Also, information pertaining to GPS, its GPS systems, and its capability for Wi-Fi. We'll be able to talk a little bit more about that later on. But what's interesting to note, and I wanted to, if I could be on the ground during this time, I wanted to know, since Daniel's barefoot, if there were barefoot prints which led in some direction away from this car after the clothes were taken off. And since this is very rugged, gravelly terrain, and of course the weather conditions out there during that time, they did have rain on and off, and wash away a lot of the evidence as well. So one shoe, about 3 feet, just about adjacent to it as the clothes are, with the other shoe buried under the hatch lid compartment that goes to the sunroof here. There was broken glass inside the car that was found from the front windshield. You'll be able to see that in other photos that I'll share with you later, and how that was done. And then I'll do a comparison. There's a photograph, excellent photograph that Randy had given me of a I think it was a Lexus that was hit with a baseball bat, pretty much in the same area as the cracked windshield on the driver's side that Daniel's vehicle suffered. I'll talk to you about this front end. Oh, this front end was really the driving part of my review because it was telling me that getting into this ravine was on all four wheels. This car didn't land this way. This car was put this way. And the front end of the vehicle kind of gave a hint. More so than the side doors, more so than the rear frame and or the bumper area. So yeah, we'll be able to cover that, as you can see, and this is a very good picture indeed. So now, let me come back to my chat. You know how I get going. You know how I get going. So yes. Jan, yes. There are, I believe, several. We'll be able to go over that information tonight, and certain locations. Someone knew Daniel was out there, no doubt. The company knew he was out there because they assigned him to be out there. He met another worker from a different company out there, the infamous Ken, who was the only one who last saw Daniel on that day. Daniel had a certain routine. He was up and at 'em. It was seen on video surveillance footage at 7 a.m. in the morning at a Waffle House. Then we go to the Shell gas station, where video surveillance footage caught him there too, getting gas. And about a 1.25 quarter mile was the first site in the Verrado site area. I'll be able to show you that. How long he stayed there, what he did there. And then the ride all the way out, taking I-10, Route I-10. It's about a 22 to 23-minute drive all the way out to the site location where Daniel went missing. Then I'm going to show you some extraordinary things, because I think I know exactly what can account for the 11 extra miles that the car traversed after both the airbags were deployed. I was digging at this, folks. I wasn't feeling too good, but I was definitely keeping my mind occupied on the case at hand. But we'll be able to cover that information a little bit later on tonight. I plan to go live at 11:30, which would be 9:30 Arizona time, just enough time for David Robinson to get to his location, unpack his stuff, settle down, maybe grab a bite to eat, have a shower, answer some phone messages, go over emails and things of that nature. But so I figured New York time at 11:30 p.m. tonight. And we're not going to hold him long because he's got the weekend to get everything coordinated, which is tomorrow, begins tomorrow. They're having a special meeting convening for the search to be done on Saturday. So I'm working behind the scenes to now with Mr. Robinson to try to have the state police as well as the Phoenix Police Department get involved with his presence there on the ground and try to get some help. And maybe that may convince some of the folks over at the Buckeye Police Department to say, hey, we got our cousins from the state and Phoenix over here. I think we better show up. Last thing you want is bigger brothers and cousins coming over in your jurisdiction telling you you ain't doing your job. So there are ways of influence we can manage to work, try to get David the help that he needs. But things are shaping up real good, and I'm happy for it because as he's producing the results on his side out there in Arizona, I can begin to phase in some of the findings and comparisons that I'm doing with the photographs and the information that he sent me. I had to actually I had to actually go to a Dropbox. I went to a Dropbox in the Kanika Jenkins case too, but it's been a long time. But I had to go to a Dropbox for the photos, and I said, "Okay, there's a string of them," and he just kept sending them and sending them and sending them, and I got them all. I got them all. So tonight, what I'll be able to share with you and show you is just a small portion of what was able to actually cover and begin writing notes on, especially the distance between the work site out there and other areas. And there's going to be, I'm going to reveal tonight one of the areas I would love David to hit first thing if he can on Saturday morning, because it's an area of concern to me, because it puts people on location at this area at a specific time during the course of the day. And we know Daniel showed up to work at 9. He stayed 15 minutes with the coworker. He got in his Jeep, waved goodbye, left, went south, then headed west. I'll be able to show you exactly those directions according to the police report, and then begin to review the crime scene with David and you together, so we can start to compile this information to begin making sense as to what happened that day on June 23rd when Daniel went missing, with certain phone calls and messages that Daniel did receive on the 22nd. They were very interesting as well. But yes, we're working on it, folks. Only on YouTube. It's not on TV. And I'm just so happy and grateful that he chose me with specific confidential information to work on his case, along with Miss Q. And I'm pushing forward. So there are certain things Miss Q don't know about some of the homework that I've been doing, but y'all know it. Y'all know it. So that just lets you know John Q is okay. He's getting better. He's coming around. He's at 80%. Damn, if he goes 100, Lord have mercy. It's gonna be some smoke and fire. Also, I have to talk with Queen Talks Crime. Anybody connected with her, I'll give her a call. Regarding the Jelani Day case, I was able to do some case review studies on photographs and information on that case. I would love to be able to get a date to do a follow-up with her on that, because I know that she's been working on that case, along with Ms. V has been covering information on her channel regarding that case too. Ms. V was able to get a deep insight on the autopsy report. I was able to glean a lot of information from what the medical examiner had discussed with the family on a multi-cam display meeting, a Zoom meeting that they had of all of the folks that were involved in that meeting, and the report that was given to Jelani Day's mother, Carmen, and what the revelations of that autopsy report gave to her. And obviously she had made a statement, a very compelling statement, at that meeting. So I wanted to be able to touch base with her to share that information so that we could do a follow up on the preliminary work that we've done already on her channel. So, yes, I'm back to work. I'm back to work. Oh, yes, Miss Liplock no more. I will definitely tell him. Now, you could tell him too. You could tell him if you're here when he comes here. But then again, if you've got a schedule to maintain, which I'm sure you do, that's okay. I will tell him. I will let him know that good vibes and much love from Arkansas are headed his way. Yes. Well, thank you, Kazi D. Much love to you too. Obsidian, was that for me? I miss you. I miss you too. Yeah, so I'm finding the Jelani Day case very interesting indeed. And in comparison to both, we're talking about two uh, Black African American men, males about the same age, professionals. One is would have been a future doctor. The other is a scientist, geologist, field geologist, and he's missing. Jelani Day went missing, and then later on, he was found dead. So I was able to glean as much information as I could from the elements of the autopsy from the medical examiner who performed the first autopsy, the second autopsy, excuse me, the second one. And I am very interested in finding out regarding the third autopsy and then compare all three. But so far, the first compared to the second is definitely different, extremely different. And I even got a picture of the gentleman that performed the first autopsy. This guy's a butcher. So I was doing some digging online and I found out who he is. Oh yeah, we got it. We got a nice photograph of him. And these people, man. We think that they've been put in jobs of authority and we rely so much on their honesty, integrity, and truth, and some of these people have just lost it. Up until they get caught, then it's like, oh, then here comes the cover up all of a sudden. Oh, we got to get rid of this, and we have to shred this, and this has got to go over here, and this got to be picked up, and that moved over there, and all this other kind of stuff. And which again, once reminds me of a lot of the stuff that was done in the Kenneka Jenkins case by the Rosemont Police Department and the Crowne Plaza Hotel. Because we can understand motive there. The motive of that case was that the Crowne Plaza Hotel was in a business partnership. They had just signed a contract with the Murray Brothers Caddyshack Restaurant. Bill Murray, the guy that used to be on Saturday Night Live, and his brothers have invested in a multi-billion-dollar restaurant franchise. And one was to go into the Crowne Plaza during that time. Kenneka went to a birthday party there at the hotel. So when she unfortunately lost her life in the month of September of 2017, they were solidifying the deal for the Caddyshack restaurant to open in December. That was postponed because of the case investigation on the Kenneka Jenkins case, and it wasn't consummated until the following year in April, when the case obviously was in and out, open and shut. And then they consummated the deal and the Caddyshack restaurant opened. because the Rosemont Hotel, Crown Plaza Hotel, did not want to lose that multi-billion-dollar contract, because when you put a Caddyshack franchise restaurant in one location in the United States, you can go anywhere in the United States and on an international scale. And they didn't need a murder investigation to tarnish that picture for them. So what did they do? They said it was an accident, and they wrote it up as an accident on the autopsy report. Hypothermia was the cause of death, along with topiramate and alcohol as a contributing factor, when it should have been the reverse. Because we all knew that Kenneka Jenkins had an intake of alcohol that was definitely well over the limit, number one, and 3,000 nanograms of topiramate, which is a prescription for migraines and weight loss, that was also found during the course of the autopsy. However, 3,000 nanograms equals about 2 milligrams. So not enough to cause a lot of inebriation, if you will, but enough to contribute to the inebriation. She drank more alcohol than there was medicine, thank you, so to speak. But it was a contributing factor. That is what impaired her, along with external influences, people, which led her to an area in the hotel isolated away from everybody, into a kitchen that wasn't being used and was under construction during the time for the Caddyshack restaurant. And this is where they found her, way in the back of the hotel. I was able to capture as much information on that, and let alone show you who was also back there at the time Kenneka was walking the hallways in the hotel. I showed you the make and models of the car, showed you what time they moved, what direction they went, and the individuals that were in the car. There were 9 individuals that met Kenneka in the back of that hotel. And that's in my casework covering that. You'll find that in, I think, the majority of it is in part 5, 7, and 8. The culmination of the case is in part 8. That's when I stopped. So, yeah. And for that kind of a cover-up for the hotel and the restaurant to converge on during that time, it made sense, because it would have stopped a money-making business dead in its tracks, and they could not afford that. Too much was already invested. So that's how they wanted that case open and closed. An independent police department and a population of 4,230 people, like a Mayberry all in itself. Chicago police couldn't get involved because it was beyond their jurisdiction. The FBI was told, everything is okay. We got this under control. We have the resources and everything. No need to worry. No problems. We can handle it. And was told to stand down. And they did. So Teresa Martin, Kenneka's mother, has been fighting a civil lawsuit against the hotel, the restaurant, the security company that maintains security for the restaurant and the hotel, have been in court for the last 4 years, going on 5. I look back and I'm going, wow, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It'll be 5 years September. Actually, 5 years in December. Unbelievable, but she's still fighting that case. And I said, hopefully if she wins, because she wasn't there to settle. She wanted to know what happened to her daughter. She spotted a camera above the freezer that caught Kenneka in that kitchen. Then turned around, and now the camera's nowhere to be found. Video surveillance nowhere to be found. So, yeah. And ever since then, I said, well, we need to keep our eyes on these cases because if that's how people are going to do that, play hocus pocus with people's lives, we need to keep our eyes on the ball and make sure that this doesn't happen again. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. But I've been on for 2 hours. Leanne, how you doing? Yes, I have. So, yeah, I just want to let everybody know I was back. That John can stay on for a couple hours. Yeah, we just got to make sure that his voice is in tune. He's still got that whipped cream voice. He can still do that whipped cream and make me laugh, tickle my fancy. Because you know about that whipped cream, right? Christmas was good. I mean, I did have 2 cases of whipped cream in the kitchen. I couldn't get to any, though. I was under the weather at the time. I had to attack my head cold a different way. And you can't taste much when you have a head cold because it messes with your taste buds and everything. You're all messed up, All you want is the stuff to come out of you so that you can taste again, smell again. It's like, oh, damn, can't smell, the nose all clogged up, and you can't taste nothing because you can't. Man, I was just all over the place, all over the place. I said, yeah, now go live, John, and everybody know that you, man, what you doing? Why are you live? Yeah, you gonna pass that shit through the microphone, through the computer? I don't want what you got. Crazy? Go take care of yourself, man. Oh, so yeah. Yeah. The Obsidian is in there making y'all laugh. She can say certain things at certain times, and her delivery is impeccable, and she can have you in stitches. I know. I'm just double checking because I had to clean up. I also had to clean up my little moderation area on my channel. So obviously we have specific people in blue, as you can see, because I don't like to have a whole lot of moderators on my channel anyway. But now as we get into the things that we get into, having good moderators like Miss Q, she's got an excellent video on it on her channel. It's a very important job. And to have good, reliable people that's running with you to handle situations as they eventually occur from time to time, pop up, it can jump in there and handle them right away. And it really helps the host present the content the way it should be presented. Because most content creators that don't have good moderators are the ones talking to the chat rather than presenting the content that they came on to present. And then they lose the train of thought, and then they got to start all over again. They get wrapped up in the chat. Just like Miss Marshall tried to gaslight me when I was on Prayer Gardens channel. And I, in my mind, quietly said, oh, she thinks that statement is going to bother me? Oh, let me call her out. And I did. John Q needs to go to jail. Oh man, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll go to jail. Go to jail for helping a reward fund get increased to help find Summer. Wow, if that's what going to jail is about. Okay. That blew her mind. I know it because she stopped typing in the chat room. It's like, oh shit, he said that, calling out my name. Oh my god, maybe I should get finger twitching in a different direction. Yeah, well, you're on special, Randy, in your blue suit. Yeah, y'all got power in here because you know me. You know how I work. You know what I do here. So having someone that knows who you are and how you conduct your channel and everything is by all means the point. And I went back to Miss Q Carlock's channel to watch that video about 3-4 times. And I got a blue suit on her channel. But her people are good, so you don't last long in Miss Q's channel if you're gonna act up and come in there with stupid written all over you. Come on. She says check your energy at the door before you come in. Oh yeah. And that's the way to be. That's the way to be. So with that said, I'm gonna wrap up this live. I just want to let you know I'm here. I'm still shaking, breaking, quaking, and making. Not like shaking bacon, but I'm still here. And to let you know I'm in good spirits. I'm ready to go to work for 2022. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. And yeah, it's a good month to begin, truly begin a classic and blessed work. That I know we can do because we did it in October of last year. So like I said, we can do it one more again. And as many times as we choose. Together. I think the Daniel Robinson case is on track so far. Help is needed. So we're checking the resources that are available right now to make sure that those aspects of it are in place. Oh yeah. 10, 10, 10. I am too cool. That's one thing people love about me. John's cool, man. You don't hear that guy get upset like some of these other people. My God. Building can be on fire and he can just say, yeah, take it easy. No need to run. Here's the way out. And you get out. I'm glad I listened to you. You want to go to McDonald's? Maybe go get some coffee and some whipped cream. Yeah, sure. Let's take a walk down the block. No problem. Because if there is a problem, God gave us the blessed gift of solving the problem. You think solution. What's the best outcome for this situation? And guess what? You get the answer. Then you got to do the answer. You don't think about the answer. You do the answer. That makes the difference. Sitting there thinking about the problem doesn't make the difference. It keeps the problem intact. But doing an answer is better than having the problem, as long as the answer takes you away from the problem. I'd rather do the answer than let the problem fix itself. God taps me on my head and says, yeah, John, okay, brother, you got it. You got it. Good to have you. I say, thank you. Good to have you too. I couldn't do any of it without you. That's how I rock. And I see that's how y'all rock too. And that's good. It's 11 degrees where you are, Leanne. My goodness, a walk around the living room. Okay, you better put on some clothes. It's 11 degrees outside. Let's take a walk around the living room, stretch it out a little bit, warm up the muscles. Oh, that's too much. No, I won't be out no 11 degrees. I'll do some snow, at 32, 34. Okay. Yeah, drop down to the teens and single digits. No, I ain't outside. Nowhere near it. Mm-mm. Be out there and breathe and break a lung. Miss Q told me, "Oh no, I can't deal with cold weather. No, well, let's do spring and summer. I'm good there. I can even do fall too. But yeah. Hell if I'll come out there to New York and no damn winter. I like my heat. But me, I go outside, and as long as I'm prepared for it, I'm good. But single digits, no, I get cold quick. Fingertips go, toes go. Guess what? You got to go. You got to go. And you ain't talking about to the bathroom either, because it'll make you go to the bathroom. That's for sure. And that's too much. It's 16 now with 5 inches of snow. Marley, my God. Okay. Hopefully you got the gear. You don't have to do too much shoveling. 5 inches. Oh, okay. We're supposed to be getting some snow here in New York. So not like I've been, all happy to hear it, but every day in winter that doesn't snow moves us closer to spring. That's how I look at it. But if we get hit, we get hit. And so far, so good, but who knows? That's a different spectrum for me. I don't have to worry about that. Nature take care of itself. It always has and it always will. It knows exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, how long to do it, why to do it, all the time. And every time it does it for a purpose and a reason, all the time. And it always is a benefit to the beneficiaries that receive it, all the time. That's us. And if we can understand that, then we don't have to mess with it too much or try to mess with it too much. Hell, if it rains, it rains. Enjoy it. I prefer rain than snow anyway. But anyway, y'all, I'm back on out. And I'll be back tonight, 11:30. Mr. David Robinson, in regards to the Daniel Robinson case that we've been working on. And Miss Q, if you'd like to join me, that would be good, because then what I will be able to do, and this is going to make her smile. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Ready? She loves it when I surprise her anyway. Oh, here you go again. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, go. She's sitting there smiling right now. Right through the screen. You can feel it. You can feel it. Look at her. Okay, now she rocking. Now she got her head moving. Okay, there we go. That's the cue I know. That's the cue I know. Yeah. I can come back and post this under Q Squared, and we can have a special Q Squared live with Mr. David Robinson. If that's okay with you, Miss Q, that's what I will do. Or she say facts. Okay. LOL. Yes. See, she's still smiling. She's still smiling. Now Stella's laughing over there. She says, "Oh my goodness." There, John knows how to work it. Yes, she said yes. So that's what's going to happen tonight. We're going to be coming back live from New York with an exclusive Q Squared interview, one-on-one with Mr. David Robinson, and regarding the Daniel Robinson case. Oh yeah. Now put your good shoes on, because we going out tonight. You know, because this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Let's get it. All right, y'all. I'll come back shortly, and we're going to do a exclusive Q Squared Live. You know how we get down with it. So with that said, much love to everyone who jumped in here to say hello, welcome back. Hope you're feeling better, because it's only going to get better from here. That's for sure. That's for sure. Check it out. I'll see y'all in a minute. Take care. Be blessed and stay well with Godspeed. Until then, we'll see you in a little bit.
All the way from New York City. He really doesn't need an introduction. He's worked on several cases, like the Orrin and Orson West case, the Summer Wells case, the Ma'Khia Bryant case. He's also known for the hard work and dedication he put in to the Kenneka Jenkins case. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Mr. John Q. Let's go now. Let's go now. John Q. Yeah, it's time to go to work. John Q. What the name is? What the name? Say it loud with me. John Q. You ain't know? Let's go now. Talking the realest in the business. Ain't no real competition is living. Who got a vision that's vivid? Ain't no goddamn gimmicks. No goddamn limits. John go hard till he finish. John Q. Tell him what it do. I can say a whole lot about the dude. Who? John Q. Working case after case. Let's get it. Goddamn it, he meant it. Who we talking about? John Q. Evidence to the proof. John only putting out the truth. He making it do. He taking you through. Never breaking the rule. An understatement when you say that he cool. Yeah, we talking about John Q. Anybody got a ball on him and dollar? I will bet my bottom dollar and I put it on John Q. Shit, he better than the news. Q the truth. Shit, we talking about John Q. Put your 8 balls up. Put your 8 balls up. Let's go. Get a drummer song. Let's get it. That's how we ride. John Q. Now back to the business. Either suspect or a witness. No bad intention. I don't think I even meant John do it from the heart. He don't do it for attention. But the trolls still bitch. They should mind they business. They chillin' in the bush. Watching John get busy. But we got a couple ranch like tricks. She get them out quickly. So everybody make sure they attend. We rockin' with a winner. Just how we ride. So you can keep brought a division. Maybe you should try to uplift. Maybe John, he was born with the vision. Paint the picture with precision. Maybe if you listen, you just might get it. 'Cause it's a fact, John give whole YouTube shit. But it's still something acting real iggy. John, he's a man on a mission. It's the fact that he did. Yeah, catch it if it's something real fishy. He's solid to the bone, he never switch. Alright, let's get it. Just how we ride. Let's go. Let's get it.